Hello, good morning, everyone. So let's have our daily briefing for today, and let's have a quick market recap on yesterday's data. Okay, so first things we have the manufacturing PMI for Germany for the month of October. So the previous data is 58.4, and the market forecast at 58.2. And the release time yesterday it was 4:55 p.m. And for the actual data, it was 57.8. Followed by the manufacturing PMI for October for Eurozone. So the previous data is 58.6 and the market forecast 58.5. And the release time yesterday, 5 p.m. And for the actual data, it was 58.3. So lower than the market forecast and the previous data. But however, for Germany and Eurozone manufacturing PMI did not create any volatility after the release, to be specific on the euro dollar. And for today's economic data, so earlier today we have the US weekly crude oil stock exchange. So the previous data is 2.318 million, and the release time earlier 4:30 a.m. in the morning. And for the actual data, it was 3.594 million. So we can clearly see here on the chart that for 6 consecutive API data, it was higher or positive figures is the demand of oil is still high as of this moment. And upon checking, the value of the US oil as of this moment is around the 82 per barrel. Followed by the Asian session. So earlier today, we also have the employment change for New Zealand for the third quarter. So the previous data is 1%, and the market forecast at 0.4%. And the actual data, it was 2%. So higher than the market forecast and the previous data. So if we are going to base here on the stats starting from January year 2019, the 2% was actually their all-time high since January year 2020. So that is why the NCD US dollar had a modest gains for this data. Followed by the unemployment rate for the third quarter. So the previous data is 3% or 4% rather, and the market forecast at 3.9%. So the actual data, it was 3.4%. So beats the market forecast and the previous data. So let's take a look on the NCD/USD or the Kiwi dollar on the 15 minutes time frame. So obviously the NCD/US dollar had a modest gains from 0.7104 all the way to 0.7125. And as of this moment, upon checking, the NCD/US dollar was up for about 0.17% during the Asian sessions of this moment. And during the European session, it will be a quiet day for the Eurozone. So first thing is we have the ECB President Lagarde's speech at 5:15 or 3:15 p.m., followed by the European unemployment rate for the month of September. So this unemployment rate, in my own opinion, I'm not expecting that this data will bring any impact for the euro dollar, but I have to focus or we'll have to focus on the ECB President Lagarde's speech later at 3:15 p.m. And for the US session, it's a big day ahead, or actually overall for the whole week, since as we all know, this Friday it will be NFP, and a lot of catalysts will drive the direction of the USD for this week. So for the day, we have the ADP employment change for the month of October later at 8:15 p.m., followed by the services PMI and composite PMI for the month of October, and 10:30 p.m. we have the crude oil stock exchange later at 10:30 p.m. And for our key product for the day, we have the euro against the US dollar. Okay, so the current price of the euro dollar is around the 1.1580 level, but for short-term trades on the 15 minutes time frame, we can look for 1.15987 and targets at 1.5941. And second option is around the 1.1594 level, targets at 1.1589. But since we have data for euro and the USD later, if the USD create an impact on the euro dollar, so if the price breaks around the 78 retracement or 1605, then we can clearly see that the momentum will shift on the bullish side. Again, for the US session, we have the ADP employment change and services PMI and composite PMI, and also we have the crude oil stocks change. And for the European session, we have to focus on the ECB President Lagarde's speech and also the unemployment rate at 6 p.m. All right, so thank you everyone for joining our daily briefing today. Stay safe and have a great day.